What's in my first aid kit? What's up, backpackers? I'm Dan and welcome to Backpacking Adventures, where we talk about backpacking, hiking, and gear. If you're new to this channel, consider subscribing, but make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Today we're going to talk about what is in my backpacking first aid kit. Now, to be clear, this is actually my first aid / repair / emergency kit. I've talked about my first aid kit before and how it is a minimal kit. And I hope you'll see that this covers most of the things you're going to experience out in the backcountry. Let's get into my kit. First, I carry 2 BandAids and a gauze pad. I've had these particular BandAids and gauze pad in my kit for about 2 years, and I have yet to use them. So I'm considering not even bringing them at all. I can make a Band-Aid out of toilet paper and Leukotape, or use a piece of cloth if I need to cover a wound. I have 2 packets of antibiotic ointment, 1 pack of hydrocortisone cream for rashes, bug bites, and whatever itches. I also carry a little packet of A&D ointment, and this is good for chafing, for burns, and especially for something called monkey butt. And if any of you out there have hiked considerably, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This clears it up right away. Now for my medications. I do keep all my pills mixed together in a little Ziploc pill pouch. Of course, I have vitamin I, or ibuprofen. This is for those aches and pains. I just started to bring along a few Tylenol PM for those nights that I just can't fall asleep. Instead of taking the vitamin I would take the Tylenol PM for pains and to help me fall asleep. Another must-have is anti-diarrhea pills. The last thing you want is to have diarrhea when you're out in the backcountry. I bring Benadryl along for any kind of allergic reactions or allergic reactions to bug bites. Finally, in my pill bag, I bring a couple Nexium for heartburn. I do bring along an extra Ziploc pill bag. What I use that little pill bag for is if I open any of my ointments, I can place it in that bag and keep it from leaking all over my first aid kit. I do carry a safety pin. This is for mainly blisters and for the occasional splinter. And lastly, in the first aid portion of my kit, I keep several feet of Leukotape. This is to treat blisters and to cover wounds. Leukotape is very adhesive and in my opinion works better than moleskin and even duct tape for blisters. Now I have this wrapped around a little piece of a cut up plastic store card. You could use a credit card, a little pencil, even a straw. Now the one thing you don't see in this part of my kit is tweezers. Now tweezers can be used to remove ticks and splinters. I do carry a small Swiss Army knife that has tweezers attached to it. Now I keep this knife in my ditty bag. That's why it's not in my first aid kit. Now for the repair kit portion, since most, if not all of my gear is made of Dyneema, I keep several inches of Dyneema tape and a square patch of Dyneema tape. This is for any kind of repairs or tears that I would experience in my Dyneema material. I keep a sewing needle and several feet of thread in case I have to make some repairs in the backcountry on my clothes. I just cut out a little tiny piece of cardboard to wrap the thread around and to put the needle through. I also have some Dyneema thread that I got from Z-Packs that I can use to repair my backpack, or they can even be used as sutures in an emergency. Since I'm now using a Sawyer squeeze for my water filter, I keep one of the extra O-rings in this little kit. I've heard from many hikers that the Sawyer squeeze has a tendency to lose its O-ring, so I carry an extra one just in case. Without the O-ring, the Sawyer squeeze is essentially useless. Sometimes when I'm backpacking, instead of taking my pocket rocket stove, I'll take my BSR stove. So I do have one of the extra O-rings that they provide. Doesn't weigh anything, so I just keep it in there all the time in case I would need it. Now for my emergency items. I carry several waterproof matches in case of an emergency that if I lose my lighter or if they get wet. I have this little signal mirror that I can use in an emergency. This can be used as a regular mirror if you have contacts or if you need to look at a part of your body to find a tick or to see if there's an injury. I keep all my repair kit and my emergency items in this little Ziploc bag. I can't remember where I got it, but everything fits in there nicely except for the Dyneema thread from Z-Packs. And finally, I just keep everything in a Dyneema pouch that I got from Light AF. Total weight for everything, for the first aid, for the repair, for the emergency, is only 2.2 ounces. Tell me what you have in your first aid kit in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and go explore.